Yo, what's going on, guys? Brani here, coming at you guys with a brand new video, guys. Today, got you guys a brand new Fortnite video, guys. Tip video, and basically, today's video, I'm gonna give y'all some advice how to die less, how to stay alive, basically. And this game can be hard or easy at times. Depends what game you play. It's different from others. You can some games you can get lucky, some games can be tricky and hard. So today I'm about to give you all the best tips and tricks that I got for you guys to stay alive and win the games. Before we start the video, let's try to hit 15 likes if we can. Subscribe if you're new, turn that bell notification on, and subscribe obviously. And if you guys don't know who I am, Brani, I daily upload every single day, so expect one video each single day. So yeah, man. So basically, let's get started. So basically, this game, Fortnite, obviously you only have one life. If you die in a squad, you could get picked up if your teammates are alive, but they gotta come to you and revive you. But if you're solo and you die, then basically that game's over with for you. If not, you could just spectate. But yeah, staying alive can be hard at times. You're not always gonna stay alive. Sometimes you might die at times, who knows. It just depends what kind of move you do. Like if you do a dumb decision, then you're gonna die. Like it might not be your fault, but it's just the move that you guys make might make you die by the enemies. So basically, let me give y'all my first tip. So when you kill someone solo, this goes for solo mostly. It could go for solo or squads. Mostly solo, but when you're trying to kill someone, and let's say you kill them, and obviously they're gonna drop loot, and they drop some good loot, and you guys are obviously gonna be like, oh, let me go for it, you know, that looks pretty good. And then that's where you guys mess up. Some people don't look what's around the loot, like they don't look at the areas, they just go for the loot. Like there can be people camping in bushes you guys don't even know, and that's where you guys mess up. So basically all I'm saying is check your surroundings before you go ahead and take the loot. So there could be there'd be sneaky people vibes. There'd be people, and then especially in this update, they got the new Christmas lights in the bushes, so that'd be looking a little suspicious. So there might be camping in them. So just pointing that out. And then obviously you don't want to camp to stay alive, because I feel like once you camp, you kind of like stutter when someone runs into you. Like you don't know what to do, so you're like in a stuck situation. So I suggest you're like, I'd rather be like free. I don't want to be camping. Like I'd rather be in the area with a base loaded up. So basically like a fort up, like a small fort. Because if you do a big fort, that's another tip, guys. When you're building a fort, don't build a big, like 5x5 fort, guys. That goes for solo. If you're solo, don't build a big fort. You know why? Because obviously that fort is gonna be hard for you to control while there's a lot of people. Like obviously there's gonna be some people who notice your fort, and they're gonna be like, oh, let me go ahead and go over there, and then that's where people die. That's the thing right there. You by yourself is too hard for that fort to control. It's too big. It's rather better to have a small fort, because obviously you can control it well. But if you have a big fort when you're solos, then that's not gonna work out. But if it's in squads, I would have like a decent fort up, not a small one, but not small, nor big, but something decent. But for solo, I would build a small one. Another tip would be, don't be an aggressive player. You don't want to run out there and try and find like all the people in solos. If it's squads, then it'd rather be better if you run with your squad, obviously. But if you're solo, don't be an aggressive player and run out there and try to find people. Because once you kill people, they're like, oh, I hear someone. And then obviously the enemies are going to go to where they hear that, and they're going to come to you, and you might die right there. So that's a tip. Don't be an aggressive player. Be a chill person. Like wait till you see people around, like not a camper, but just wait for people to come around. Just don't be an aggressive player. Another tip would be when you're landing, once you're in the bus and you're starting to land somewhere safely, or land where you always end up landing. You don't want to land around with too many people, because obviously this is going to cost you to die, but land where you always think you're safe at, and probably you guys already have a spot where to land already memorized, so that's better. But just don't land around people that's like way too much around you. Guys, another tip would be getting resources. As you can see in this one, I'm trying to get some resources. Getting resources is key to winning games, guys, because if you're running and people start shooting you from behind, what are you gonna do? Obviously start building a fort around you, and if you don't obviously have resources, you're gonna die most likely. So it's best to have resources. The safest resource amount would be probably like 400 for each. I know that takes a long time, but try and at least get like 400 for wood and like 200 for brick, and it'll be good. But if you don't have resources, you're gonna die most likely. Another tip would be, don't get too much loot, guys. You need good guns that can protect you well. Like if you have like 3 shotguns, obviously like switch one out of it. Switch one out to like an AR if you find one, or a sniper. You don't want to have too much of the same gun, because you might not know what type of situation you are in, and you're gonna start and you're gonna be like, oh, which gun do I have? You know, like I don't even have the gun, so what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? As you see, I'm doing here. Another tip would be organizing your loot. I always do AR and then a shotgun, because I always bring out the AR first when for long range situations. But then when I'm in my fort and they end up coming to me like closely, I just single tap triangle and brings me to my shotgun. So easy right there. Just get that shotgun ready and ready to kill that person. Another tip would be, when there's supply drops, guys, check surroundings for that. Just as when you kill a person and you're trying to go for your loot, check surroundings for a supply drop, guys. You don't want to be like the first one to go for it. I'd rather wait until one person goes for it, and then right there you can pick that person off and just go for that supply drop. But don't always be that aggressive player who just goes straight to the supply drop. I'd rather wait around the supply drop, probably camp and like be a little sneaky until someone goes. If nobody goes, then obviously go for it. But what I always do is build around the supply drop, for obviously they won't kill me. But if there's like no people around, then don't do that, because it's gonna be a little suspicious. It's gonna be like, they're obviously gonna think you're there already. So just be careful when you're going for a supply drop. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much what I have today for today's video. How to die less in Fortnite Battle Royale. These tips are out of my opinions, not from others. So some of these might help, some of these not. But let me know if it did help. If it did help, let's try and hit 15 likes if we can. Subscribe if you're new, turn that bell notification on. Guys, subscribe obviously. And I've been enjoying this game a lot. Hopefully you guys are too. I'm gonna keep up with these Fortnite videos. But that's all we have for today's video, guys, and I'm gonna catch you guys later.